Well, it's
Yeah.
Sunday, June
Mm-hmm.
2nd. We're back.
Mm-hmm.
Already halfway through the year, man. God damn.
I know. That'll sound about winter. Some snowing again.
I know.
You know. Robin Cooper, welcome. That's some of everybody on my side. I've got 5 people in the Old Go Squad watched.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do our usual banter just to get things going.
I know it's quite interesting because before I come on here, I was doing Lisa Fry's YouTube. I was setting up putting tags in. She'd put tags in, but she'd set it into private, so anything that come up, nobody would see anything because it was set in private. So I've changed it off. So hopefully she starts getting.
Oh, Lisa.
She's away to a convention or something like that. You know.
Yeah,
But anyway, I am
Facebook.
Firehorse. Good to see you, I'm Firehorse. Dots, Robin Cooper, yeah, and there, you know. So, how was your experience last night? Were you reading the cards, Dakota, for people?
Yeah, not bad. It's been a while since I've actually done that.
Well, I will say this: the Starseed Oracle ones, they're good. I must admit. If you want after, guys, Heloise in the chat. If you're wanting one of these tarot card readings after, guys, Dakota will give you one. Then I'll read out the book what it says. But I've also got the tarot cards here. I've been shuffling them, and there's Lawns. Hey, you're luck, Lawns. I managed to get 7 devils for you. Oh God!
Oh Lord!
They were running away screaming. You know, they were running away screaming. But anyway, guys, what else have you been doing this weekend? What you been doing? Were you working last night?
No. Back to working tonight, but today we actually do have a little bit of a birthday message to send out.
That's right.
Yeah, I just want to wish happy birthday to Arlen. He's been watching us for a little bit. Who's unfortunately having to spend his birthday in the hospital. Thankfully, the initial diagnosis was nowhere near as bad as the hospital thought it was, which not surprising. That hospital tried to give me cancer twice.
I went to the dentist and they couldn't even pull my tooth out.
Nah, I'm not joking. I had issues growing up as a kid, and they automatically tried to assume I had cancer. So that hospital fucked me up. But anyway, unfortunately, he had to extend his hospital stay from slipping in the shower because he's a stubborn old fart. But happy birthday, Arlen. Hope it's a good one. Enjoy the cheesecake.
Yes, happy birthday, and keep away from those sexy nurses in the hospital.
Oh yeah, those nurses will get you in trouble.
Control your urges. Because I hear you've got a girlfriend anyway. So you don't want her coming back with a big baseball bat and hitting you repeatedly. You know, and you'll spend longer in the hospital.
I don't know. Some days I question her patience with me. Some days, I'll be honest.
So, ladies and gentlemen, tarot card reading starting tonight. So, I'm going to let Dakota pick the first person out the chat.
Well, no, hold on. We promised somebody at the end of the show last night we would do them first.
Oh, that's right. Who was that?
Oh, it was Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe, are you there? Wait till he comes in, and then I'll hear my
It's going to be one of those things that
Bobby Joe.
She's going to be coming in while we're closing in the show, man.
Hello, please. My name is. What is that? Yes,
Yasmin. August 22nd, 19. Oh, gave you her birthday. Oh, wow. She's actually just a little younger than me.
What's that problem actually at work?
Problem at the workplace.
Right, we'll just do that. Bring them up then.
Yeah. Someone looks a little. All right.
Right. Listen, I'm going to give you a card reading, and I'll tell you what I honestly think. But you got to remember, I tell the truth. So if I see a pterodactyl coming down to take you away, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to keep it to myself. You know what I mean?
Oh, that'll be fucking impressive.
Well, Ken, there's actually people on TikTok now that think pterodactyls are still alive. and the government are hiding them up. It's better than the people that think that birds are actually drones with the government.
Well, hey, you never fucking know anymore, man.
So, Jasmine, this is your first reading. So, this is my first reading of the day. I'm just going to move my mic away now. Can you still hear me okay when I'm talking like this?
A little bit distant, but yeah. We can hear you.
Can you hear me now okay?
There you go.
It's just I need some room where I'm finding the cards. Right, so here we go, Jasmine. I'll give you how to tell me to stop. First card is I never done a reading today with my usual crew. John Morris, welcome, my friends. Good to see you.
Yeah. I feel like I need to grab like a pen and paper to help track down everybody.
I'm going to say this to new Jasmine. You get the 9 of Wands, and that was your first card. I'm going to say this: you really need to rest your mind because you're overthinking something in your life, which is probably that there.
Sounds like
I see the card. I mean, I see a lot of exhaustion in your life, and I feel that you've been thinking too much in your mind, right? That's what I see with that. You've been thinking too much in your mind. We'll go to the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to say this: you need to be aware. There's something that you've been planning for, but you need to be aware of it. And I'm going to say this: the goals of work cannot be achieved. So I'm wondering if it's doing to what you've just asked me about your work. I feel that something is going on, and there's something in your head. And try not worry too much because that can cause a lot of problems. Are you picking up in this, Dakota? Because I can pick up a lot of. I don't know if it is. I'm picking up a lot of like anxiety in Jasmine.
I kind of get the feeling that this may be part of her personality. She's had a lot of instability in her life, so she's always basically she's in a mindset where she's always trying to wait for something bad to happen, which is not healthy, Fawn. You're going to end up looking like this.
She got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And I'm going to say this to now, it tells me straight up poor financial decision. There's a lack of planning. See how it goes with the other card. There's a lack of planning and a lack of foresight, and there's a poor financial decision. Something's happened in your life. Now, that could be the fact that your work, I don't know. I don't want to say that. But let's just see what the next card does, because I usually draw about 13 cards. I see that's interesting. 8 of Cups in reverse. I feel that you're refusing in your life to leave a certain state, like you just said. See how it says it there? I feel like you're refusing in your life, Jasmine, to leave a certain state in your life. And I do also feel too that you've lost like a bit of purpose in your life or pursuit in your life. You've lost that a thing that you used to have. I mean, you get the Magician in reverse. I'm going to say this, right? If you keep going down this road and things that you're thinking of, I'm going to say that you're going to get an uncontrollable ending, right? You're thinking too much about a certain thing. See, if you think about something that much, you can manifest it. You can actually, I've heard of people doing it. I do it all the time. I manifest things. I was the really wrong thing, but I always manifest things. But there's people out there that can control the manifestation. They can control money and wealth and stuff like that. If you keep thinking every day you're going to get fired, and you keep thinking every day that something bad's going to happen, something bad will happen. You need to try and change your mindset. You get the King of Cups here. Interesting. I feel you're in a strong, you're a very interesting person. You're like a force to be reckoned with. I would say that you do like to have the odd argument with people, right? But if anybody says anything to you, you're like, you will answer back. What's your opinion, Dakota?
Definitely seems to be a conflict of personalities from what I'm reading.
I'm going to say this in you, the Ace of Cups in reverse. And it indicates a loss of self-esteem optimism, faith. But I'm going to say this, the Ace of Cups in reverse also means that you do have the energy of the universe at your fingertips. You can use that energy at your fingertips. You can manifest things, but try and stop thinking negatively, because if you keep going down this road, it's going to damage you. It's going to damage it, and it's going to make things bad. But you've got the last card that you got, which is quite a good card actually, because it's the Three of Cups. And the Three Cups means joy, sharing, celebration. It also shows like three women holding, forgetting what the camera is. See how they're happy and dancing. I'm going to say this. I see your relationship. I don't know if it's like a relationship in sense. I don't know if you're already in a relationship, but I see your relationship getting stronger, or you're getting a relationship. But I'm going to say this. Whatever you're thinking about the new, you need to stop thinking negatively. If you can keep thinking, oh my God, I'm going to get fired, oh my God, I'm going to get fired constantly, hour and hour again, it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Starting for tonight, I want you to go to your work tomorrow. I'm off for Thursday, give us a sec. Starting for your tomorrow when you get up, I want you to think positively and think, I'm not going to get fired. I'm not going to get fired. It's maybe been a misunderstanding at work. Try that. Just try it for a week, and I bet your life totally improves thinking positively. Dakota, what's your opinion, man? So I hope that helps you.
Yeah. Honestly, I do feel like this may be a situation where Yasmin is basically doing herself in.
Yeah.
She may be in this mindset that she's going to get fired. She's going to get fired. And not only could she manifest that, it could actually put her in a psychological mindset where she could not be putting herself in her best ability at work.
Yeah.
To where her boss may start thinking, my time to let her go.
Yeah.
That's still,
quite a few.
She's doing a little bit more damage to herself, but just try to be calm. Everybody's got some sort of chaos going on in their life right now. Just do what you can to breathe. You can overpower it. And I'm guessing that was your birthday that you're posted. You're not that old. You have plenty of time to fix whatever mistakes may come your way. We're all gonna trip. It happens.
Yeah. So listen, Jasmine, please go to your bed tonight and try and wake up tomorrow and think positively. In the cards, I seen it being like a rocky path for you and a rocky road ahead. But at the very end, you get the Three Cups. I mean, that's the three women raising their cups. That's a happy time. You've got a choice this week. You can either keep thinking doing the same road and you'll end up in a bad place. Please try, and I hope that helps you. Come back again for another reading. Who else? Right? Who do we have now? Is there somebody in the chat? Because Anne Firehorse usually gets like a mission of people for me.
I noticed that she's been helping keep a list. We do appreciate that, Iron Fire Horse. Well, notice we had a couple people. I'm just scrolling through the chat right now. See, I know Robin Cooper. I know she's on the list. There was where was she?
Right, so there's, I think it's Iron said Monica's next.
All right.
Right, Monica, I'm going to give you a reader, and I've just got to turn off this chat up here because it just annoys me when I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
The constant ticker.
It's just at the side there because I'm doing Monica. I've got the YouTube one on my page, but it's different. It's weird. Sometimes I don't really look at that. It's, but anyway. See what's happening in your life, Monica. See what strange things are going on. Everybody's got weird things going on in their lives, especially the now. Here we go, Monica. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Interesting. I'm getting weird vibes off this one. Don't know why. Interesting, you get the world card. I feel that in your life, the new you have had significant success in your life. I wouldn't say that your life's overcomplicated, but I would say that you have had good things happen to you. Interesting, because you get the 4 of Wands. I see a stable, calm life in your life. I do see your home life is stable. I see a good start. I do see that you're a good team worker. So I don't know if you work or no, Monica, but I do see that you're good at working in a team. Whatever you do, that might be family life or it might be work life. But you get the death card, and it doesn't mean you've got to die or anything like that. Everybody thinks that when they get the death card, they've got to die. I'm going to say this. I do see a death, like, it's either a plan or a relationship, but out with the old and in with the new, something will be reborn out of this. You're going to have to shed, like a snake, for instance, you're going to have to shed your skin to get something new. I see you giving something up, and I do not know what it is, but you're going to have to give this thing up before you can move forward in your life. The Knight of Swords, right? I'm going to say this, right? You're quite an honest person, right? But I'm going to say this. There's going to be a situation. It's either happened, a situation, or it's about to happen. I've got a feeling it's got to be happen. I feel that there's got to be maybe either an argument or there's going to be a fight of some kind around Sunday. Do not run into this like a blazing glory with the shining armor and the sword out. Do you get me, Dakota? It's like, don't go into battle. Just don't jump straight into it. Do not jump straight into it, right? You're a very honest person, right? You need to control your anger. You've got to find something out. So what I'm going to say is to suggest is you just walk away from whatever's about to happen to you. It's the best thing you can do. Because I feel if you do argue with us, it's got to backfire. Interesting. The 10 of Wands in reverse. I feel that the pressure in your life's reaching a critical point. You've got a lot in your mind. It's like you can sometimes you can't breathe. It's like it's unbearable, the pressure. And this could be family life, this could be work life, or whatever you do during the day. But it's getting too much for you. You're gonna explode. You're gonna break down because of this. You need to try and slow down and breathe. The Knight of Swords, 91, sorry, in reverse. You've got a really big desire for change. You really have in transformation. But I will say this: don't be impulsive. Don't be impulsive, because things will go wrong if you jump into change too quickly. You need to go slow with life, because if you don't, things are just going to go south really quickly. Interesting. The 2 of Swords in reverse. I feel like a creative disagreement, but this is no way ended. This is with like yourself. I feel like you've got quite a few indecisions in your life, and I do feel that you've lost out on an opportunity. There was an opportunity for you, and you've totally lost it. But I wouldn't worry about it, because the universe has got a way of bringing things back into you. You get the Moon in reverse. I'm going to say this. I feel that you were out at, I've got ways of explaining this, and I do this quite a lot, but imagine out at sea in a rowing boat or a boat, and it's stormy as anything. You're headed for calmer waters now. The waters you're headed for are calm. Things will get better for you. But please, with the last card and stuff like that, don't anger. I've got a feeling there's going to be a fight. You get the Fool in reverse. I'm going to say this: the emotions physically are affecting you, are actually affecting you. You've got a lot of emotion running through you right now. I don't know what's happened to your life. I don't know if you've been divorced. I don't know if your boyfriend or your girlfriend's left you. but something is going on. Let me get another card, Dakota, and then I'll ask Dakota what he thinks. Interesting, the 10 of swords to the guy with the... You need to, I'm going to say this, there's going to be a final outcome in your life. You're going to have to face the facts up, because there's no turning around now. You can't turn around. You've got to face what's coming to you. And the end is near. That's why I take one more card. I don't know why. You ever get like this when you're doing like a reading, you get the wee voices telling you to keep going? And I'm definitely leaving this card. This is the Chariot. Now, you're either going on a journey somewhere, Monica, or you're going to a new job, but I do see success coming. There's a lot of obstacles. There's got to be a lot of obstacles in your path. And I mean a lot of obstacles. But I do see a good outcome for you. Dakota, what's your opinion?
Well, this is probably a little bit tainted because I've been seeing the chat, but it seems like Monica has had a lot of family crisis lately.
Yeah.
But eventually, as much as, family's the one thing that's guaranteed to drive you crazy, eventually things will slow down and settle for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Monica, listen, I wish you the best of luck. Come back and see me in a couple of days or whatever, or we'll be doing... I go live every day on Go Squad Scotland, so if you want to, and Facebook, I'll give you another card reading tomorrow, Was that my dad almost died in my heart a few years ago. God. I need to just let go and finally move. You need to move on. You're at the point now where if you don't change the way you're in, you're going to be stuck there for a long time. You need to... You're heading out of stormy waters now into calmer waters. But you've still got a long... There's still a lot of tests that's going to happen, but please don't give up. Because I do feel that things will get better for you. Things will get better for you. So who's next? And thank you, Monica, and have a fantastic tonight, this week.
I believe we have Roisin, I think it's pronounced. I'm just going to get her bring up on the screen. Well, that's how she posted in the chat how it's pronounced. So,
Roisin, right? My name is pronounced Roisin. Hopefully, Chris will know it is being from Glasgow. Oh, you for Glasgow? For Glasgow. I'm not that far for Glasgow. I'm not that far for Glasgow. I'm only, 23 miles away from Glasgow. Give away my location. There we go.
Lanarkshire. Just look for the guy with the coffee cakes. He's luring a skinny old man down the road.
Just look out for a guy who wears a baseball cap, a big woolly jacket, and thermal gloves in the summertime, carrying a bag. Yeah, I'm usually hanging about with him.
And check for a border collie. That might help. We'll find him.
Don't you be telling anybody that, actually, Stay. I'm not wanting folk walking out my door and all that.
It's okay. I lost your address.
That's what I think good for that. That's fine there then. So, Roisin, let's see what's happening in your future and what's happening in your past.
Bobby Joe's in the room.
Bobby Joe! I feel like I'm a bit of Forrest Gump there. I feel like I'm up in the mountains of North Carolina.
I feel like I'm singing a Toby Keith song.
Me and Bobby Joe. What's that? Me and Bobby. My name's Forrest. I can't do that. I can't get that I'm doing that. But anyway, Rosina, I'm just going to give you...
You're focusing on something else. Don't try to do your terrible Forrest Gump.
I could take James Bond. License to read cards, Miss Moneypenny. You could be my secretary. Ow! You could be my secretary.
No.
Aye. I could, instead of naming you Q, I could call you D. Right, Roseanne. Right, the Hereford. you do have like a spiritual assistance running about you, and I don't know if you do tarot cards or you're kind of mystical. I don't know if you're into Wicca or something like that, but I feel that you've got. I'm going to say this: you're good at following rules too, but what I'm going to say this is, you've got a weird kind of like spiritual feeling about you, as if you're maybe into like paganism, or you're into like Wicca, or you're into like tarot cards in general. You have got that kind of weird vibe about you. Let's have a look here. The Page of Cups in reverse. I'm going to say this to now. I do see you in you're in a situation now of frustration, and I feel that there's been effort put into something and it's no yielded any results for you. You've been doing something and it's just no paying you back. Basically, it's like some kind of thing that you're doing and it's just no coming back to you. You get the Temperance in reverse, the one that you can't read because it's black writing on black. I feel that you're going through a lot of confusion now, and there's a lot of disruption in your life. I'm going to say this: it's either you, but I've got a feeling it's someone running about you that goes off in like tangents, that can like that's bad for arguing a lot, or there's poor communication. That's interesting, that, because there's like distant hopes and promises tied into this. Somebody's been a dick, basically, run about you. You get the Two of Swords. See how this card comes out, and that usually means for me that there's been a fight, or there's been a problem with two parties. Somebody's been like negative, pessimistic. There's been, oh my god, I feel like you're stuck in a very difficult decision now. There's a decision you need to make. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. When you do work, you've got a lot of passion, right? But I don't want you getting too enthusiastic with your work. You need to kind of slow down just slightly. Interesting. You get the Ten of Wands. I'm going to say this: you're under a lot of psychological pressure in your life. I can see it. I can feel it. I don't know if you can feel it, or Dakota is like she's under a lot of like stress. The Knight of Swords in reverse. I feel like you've made a few rash decisions in your life without analysing something. I do feel that you're kind of ruled with emotions a wee bit. Your emotions usually rules your life, if you get what I'm saying. You get the Devil in reverse, Lawrence's favourite card. I feel like, this is one of truth with the Devil in reverse. I feel like you're going to be getting liberation soon. I feel like it's something like material bondage or open-mindedness. I feel like you're just in the precipice. You're just about to get like a liberation that's been in your life for a long time, for like distress. Something happened to you, and you're now moving out of that. You're now moving out of that into like a different way of your life. See, you've got the Death card again in reverse. That was somebody else that got the Death card, wasn't it? I'm going to say this: you need to endure. I ken it's a rotten road you're on, and I ken it feels terrible, right? But you need to endure. Do not resign yourself to a negative outcome. That's what I'm going to say. Do not resign yourself to a negative outcome. Let's see if I can get one more card. Interesting. The Two of Pentacles. I feel that you're going to be taking action soon. You need to evaluate something run about you. Now, you are going to be doing like a current plan. Now, you can only do so much because of your limitations in life. I'm going to take another card here because I just feel like interesting. The Eight of Wands. I'm going to say there's an event about to unfold very quickly in your life. I'm going to say that this event, if you take your time, it's going to run smoothly. But you're passionate in it. I don't know what you do for a living, but I've got a feeling this is connected. Anyway, I'll let Dakota go. What's your opinion, my pal? What's up to? Well, I'll look at the chat.
No, I was just going to say, Jeff Taflin in the chat, just because we can't respond to you right away does not mean we don't see your messages. We multi-stream to multiple different platforms. And, we're not just going to stop just because you pop in. We got others that came in first, man.
Right. What's your opinion
Just saying,
on...
but since you already disappeared, bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Right. What's your opinion?
Nah, definitely. Roisin you called her Roseanne. You calling women by the wrong name again, man.
No, it's Roisin. That's what I say, it's Roisin.
You called her Roseanne.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's weird fate. It's a strange place. Look, I was getting dental surgery done, and I'm going to blame it on that. But my tongue's still a wee bit funny. Right? Yeah. So Regine, at least I'm not calling Stephanie Stephen. Look, Regine, I'm bad for pronouncing names. See what I'm saying now? I'm bad for that. So I really am sorry. But please be careful this week, okay? That was absolutely brilliant and bang on, Chris. Thank you so much. See what I mean? Yeah. There's that Jeff Tavlin back again. Bye-bye. Keep in touch. Cheerio.
Have a good one,
I'm sorry we can't just stop in a reading and jump straight to you. See, that's what I hate. I hate queue jumpers. I hate that.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to find which platform on Facebook he was on.
I get it. Are you streaming through Ghost Squad Scotland Facebook page?
It's going through all the pages we have linked up.
Well, I know who he is, and he's coming through Ghost Squad Scotland Facebook page.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. Right, I'll do it.
Yeah, Facebook's also been kind of weird when it comes to our lives lately. So,
you're very welcome, Roseanne. See, I'm getting it right.
You just said Roseanne.
I did, but that's her name. Well, what is her name then?
Roisin. I thought
Roisin. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
It's like we don't have Roseanne Barr in the chat. That'd be kind of cool, though.
Where's my postages? I need to get my postages again with people's names. I need to get in the way. Look, it's a thing that I do. I mispronounce everybody's name. I know, everybody. I know, right?
He kept calling me Dakota Ferguson for like 2.5 years.
It's Fenderson, isn't it? It's only taken me 2 years.
Fenderson? Oh, God. Fenderson? You talking like the guitar? No.
Ding, 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 ding. Right, who's next?
All right.
You two are terrible.
We got...
Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe next. Bobby Joe needs to go next.
She was on from yesterday.
Right, Bobby Joe, this is a reading for you. Oh, thank you. I'm cute.
You had a twin sister named Betty Lou? Sorry. It's the Toby Keith song.
Oh my God, I just don't know sometimes. So, Bobby Joe. Is that American? That is an American name, isn't it?
Yeah, it does kind of sound like she's from kind of the Georgia area. Not judging. I got a family all about there.
I'm going to give you that kid because it popped out. All right, here we go.
Oh, Canadian. Hey.
Eh?
Yeah, they got their rednecks up there too.
I better watch Iron Fire Horse's handle come out. She's Canadian. Her handle come out the walk the screen and slap me across the side of the head.
It never works.
Bobby Joe. Right, Bobby Joe. This is really interesting because you get the 2 of Cups in reverse. I feel there's a relationship in your life draining you right now. Now, this could be family, it could be friends, it could be husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. But there's something physically draining your mental health. It's like draining the life out of you in your life right now. Now you get the Lover's card in reverse. I feel that you're in a split. I feel that you're in a split situation right now, unable to resist temptation. Right, so you either fancy somebody else. I'm just going to leave it with that now. See what she says. You get the 9 of Wands, right? I'm going to say this, and this is going to be. You have got some exhaustion in your life. I feel like I don't want to say you're overworked, but you have got a bit of exhaustion in your life. The 3 of Wands. I feel like you've got the inner balance okay in your life. But I do feel that you are about to explore new territory. I feel that there is feelings like desire. That's interesting. I'm single, but do like someone. See, that's what it must be. Strength in reverse. I feel that there's a wee bit of weakness in you now. I feel that you're unable to withstand temptation, right? I feel you've lost a wee bit of confidence, purpose. I feel like you give up quite easy when it comes to patience, right? You need patience. You need to stick with it. Do not give up. The Emperor in reverse. I feel you've been a wee bit self-indulgent in your life. But there's somebody running about you that's mature, it's immature, sorry, and lacking leadership. I'm getting this, there's somebody in her life that's maybe draining her down. I don't know if this is the Knight of Cups. That you have got you are quite an emotional person. And sometimes you're quite intoxicating the way you are with people. That's what I'm getting told. The 9 of Cups, right, in reverse. Something happened in your life, right, Bobby Joe, and it didn't turn out the way you expected it. That you either did something or you were looking forward to something and it didn't turn out the way you wanted it. You get the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. See a bit of vanity. I feel like you've got a wee bit too much materialistic enjoyment. I feel like you're going to fall to dependency over something, or you're overindulgent. That's what I'm getting. It's a weird one, this one. Temperance in reverse. Oh, there's a lot of frustration in your life now. A lot of frustration in your life now. Let me get another card here. You get the Devil in reverse. I do feel that, I'll tell you what it says, the Devil in reverse is liberation from material bondage, open-mindedness, and freedom from distress. It's quite interesting, isn't it? How it's went with other ones. I see she says not at all, but I'm picking up on something. I don't know what it is. The King of Wands. You have got the power. People do admire you. You have quite a lot of determination in your life, and you have got the ability to be a very honest person. You are an honest person. You treat people with respect. I'm getting that. The 2 of Wands in reverse. I feel like there's a decision that you need to make. There's either, right, again, this has got to sound crazy, but it's either happened. I've got a feeling it's not happened yet, right? There's a decision that you're going to make. There's a plan that you've got in front of you. See if you rush this plan, it's going to go to shit really quickly. But if you study it, it's going to be fine. What's your opinion, Dakota?
Judging by what I'm getting. Now, This is obviously first impressions. I don't know you personally. Just putting that out there. You have this fear that certain paths that are presenting themselves to you may lead you down old habits that you know aren't necessarily the best. You probably had a scare or two when it comes to your health because of it. You have this understanding that everybody has their own situations going on messing up in their head. And perhaps you even find it easier to try to help these people rather than confront your own emotions. It's a noble thing, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, this is a very cliche example, but it's also why they say, put your own oxygen mask on before you help anybody else out on the crashing airplane. You got to be able to mend yourself before you can try to help out others, because in the end you're the one that still has to carry that weight.
It's quite interesting
But
how she says,
but you don't necessarily have to fear too much. It's perfectly natural to kind of be hyper vigilant. It happens, but as long as you maintain decent communication with whoever else may be involved, whatever comes up, you'll get through just fine.
She said she was an addict, and she also said this to know there, which I find interesting. You're bang on with the shadows situation, my emotional turmoil, yeah. You're a massive comfort right now, and tear with not implies. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, yeah, I'll let you go on, you go.
No, I was just going to say she's actually a pretty good example of what a lot of people don't really seem to realize when it comes to most readers out there. They know a lot about basic psychology, and they get to tell them your story and basically repeat back something that hopefully is decent advice and not something that you would have to spend $200 an hour just to sit with a therapist for. Hopefully they have decent intentions like that.
She says there, I've lost most of my friends in my life and I am isolated. You're no isolated. Look, I ken that you've lost and they have died. Look, I ken that you've lost them, right? And I ken this has got to sound crazy for people that don't believe in this stuff, right? They're all still running about you and they all really care about you. You're no alone and you're never alone. Just talk to Lisa Fry or talk to some of the mediums that we've had on. You're not alone. And anyway, you're welcome to come into this chat and talk to us anytime you want when we're live. Get what I mean? And we'll talk to you. Come at my live tomorrow or whatever on Go Squad Scotland. I'll give you another wee reading for you. And you're welcome to come join the community.
Yeah, come chat. I mean, I'll be honest, there's been points where we've had incidents where we blew up on people on air, but we do try. The whole thing behind Bald Bonkers is we get it. Life, dealing with certain things in life is either going to make you crazy or make you want to rip out your hair. That's not what happened to us, but it's just an example.
Look, I'm going to say this. You feel like you don't have any friends anymore, Bobby June. I'm going to say this is you have friends now. You've got the two of us and you've got everybody in the chat.
Exactly.
Okay. And don't ever feel depressed. Don't ever feel suicidal or anything like that. And don't ever feel bad. Remember that there's people out there that do care about you. I care about you. Dakota cares about you. There's people in the chat care about you. You have no idea. And there will be spirits running about you now. Ken something. See if you talk to them out loud. They'll hear you. They'll hear you. Life's hard sometimes. Yeah.
You might just hear them back. And if you feel like you're going crazy hearing voices, get like a digital voice recorder. Get a digital voice recorder. Sometimes you can get the voices in your head on tape.
Well, there it said, I love you both. I thank you for exceeding love and comfort. I am trying to hold on. Exactly. Stay and hold on. Look, there's a reason why you're here, right? I tell you what, see when you're out tomorrow or when you're out and about, help somebody. Talk to them. or pop into your near church. If again, this has got to sound crazy, but maybe pop into a church and start talking to them and stuff like that. Join a group, do something with your life. I know it's bad. I know depression's a terrible thing, but we're all here for you.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Iron Firehorse. It's exactly, or connect with your higher self and or shadow. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So who's the next one before we jump onto the Starseed Oracle cards?
All right. Well, I did notice one that we kind of skipped over, and I do apologize for that. There they are. MBB 604.
MBB 604. Well, I can't get that wrong unless I go MBB 607.
Sounds like a weird R2D2 model.
I can tell you spent a good full 5 seconds making the thinking on a name. MBB. I'll just call you BB. That'll make life easier.
BB.
Right. You still here, MBB? Aye, still here.
Yeah, they're around.
Maybe I hear as you don't know. Nowadays, you don't know who MD is because there's folk out there that identify as different.
That's why just go for the generic they if you're gonna
MBB.
You know, it's just a generic. It's a good blanket term.
Yeah. Carer guidance, please, if you have a chance. Thanks. I'll give you a normal card reading and I'll tell you what I see, and then Dakota will use his psychic abilities on you. You know. There we go. I'm going to start off. I'm not even going to count these cards. I'm just going to stop in the teller.
Molecular biology and biochem. Oh, fancy.
What is that? Is that like somebody that makes like antibiotics or something? Right,
well,
MBB.
I think it's just somewhat. She's going to be a hell of a lot smarter than us. So when it comes to certain things, let's just say that.
I'm going to say this with MBB. I see the Queen of Cups. Right, you are a very romantic and compassionate, generous, kind, and forgiving person. That was the first card. You care about your fellow man round about you, right, or women round about you. You get the Sun card in reverse. Right, I feel like you've been blinded recently, and it's made you weakened a wee bit. I feel a bit of depression, and I feel a bit of low mood, and a wee bit of helplessness sometimes. I feel like I feel that kind of helplessness. It's like depression. But let me see how this reading goes, because I want to see what this story tells. Interesting, the 6 of Cups. I feel that you do think a lot about, you've got quite a fond memories in your life about what happened to you when you were younger. I feel like you're very open-minded. You are, what can I say this? You're open-minded and you actually believe in a lot of stuff in the world. What I mean is you like to go down the rabbit hole, if you know what I'm saying. I'm going to say this, like, you get the 7 of Swords in reverse. I do see change coming in your life to a current situation. But I'm going to say this, there might be problems with others, and I don't know who the others were. Maybe it's people you work with, or maybe it's family life. There might be a wee bit of problem arises for that. Interesting, the kind of Cups in reverse. I feel like there's somebody in your life that's constantly looking for excuses or blaming others for their problems. And I don't know if you're a wee bit temperamental, but I do see somebody run about you that does cause kind of problems. Again, you've got the Knight of Swords. There is going to be a situation comes up soon. Do not go running into it like the knight with his armour on and his big sword out and jump into this thing too quickly, because if you do, it's got to go south really quick. You get the 10 of Wands in reverse. I'm going to say this again, everybody knows what this stands for. You've got a lot of pressure. You're under a lot of pressure. Now, is this work? I don't know if this is work. But I feel like if you don't try and release some of that pressure soon, you're going to be overworked and you're going to have failure in your life, big time failure in your life. Now you get the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like there was setbacks in your life, okay? And I do see you thinking about, you speculate quite a lot in your life. That's Jerry, by the way, Dakota. You ever tried that when you were You've got the 10 of Swords. There is a final outcome coming. And there's no chance of turning around you. There's no chance of stopping what's about to happen. You need to go with the flow. You can't stop this. But I do see the end is coming. This thing that you're doing. Let's just have a wee look here. You get the Chariot. You've got the Chariot. Career guidance. You have a chance. I know. Just give me a minute. You get the cheer, right? You've got the Chariot, right? And I'll tell you what I honestly see with the Chariot. You have got journeys ahead of you. Now, there is big change coming to your life, and I see success coming to your life. Have you applied for a different position at your work? Have you applied for like a different position? Because I feel that you're about to receive a lot of success. You're about to overcome obstacles. You've got strong willpower, but I do see you traveling somewhere. So is this like maybe traveling to a new place of work? Or is this you traveling to a convention or something to do with your work? Because you've got maybe like a different position. You travel to work, right? But no, what I'm saying is you've got to be traveling somewhere else. Know your work. So it might not mean physically traveling somewhere. It might mean that you're physically changing positions in your job. Do you get me? You're maybe changing. You're maybe going for you're what is it, a molecular biologist, right? You're either going for like a low level molecular biologist to a high level molecular biologist. That's what I mean. That's where I see the traveling. I don't see you physically traveling in an airplane. I physically see your career becoming something more. I'll give you one more card. The King of Pentacles reversed. I do see you're a wee bit obsessed with money, aren't we all? You've had a few money things in life. Yeah, everybody's the world's all about money now.
You kind of have to.
I'm going to say this: you need to kind of control yourself a wee bit with money and things, and try and put a wee bit of self-discipline. Try and save for the future, because I believe you might need your money soon for something. Okay. I don't know if it's to repair your car or it's something that you're going to have to get soon. Can I want a mere card? The Queen of Swords. I'm going to say this: you're a self-sufficient, independent. You've got quite a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of knowledge. And you do have like the judging abilities. You can judge a person. You know how to judge someone. But anyway, I hope that helped you, MBB 604. And here's Dakota's turn.
I see what's going on. Actually, I think I see what's going on. There's a part of her that feels like she may actually be taken advantage of in the workplace and getting some of her emotional states in response to this may actually block that potential. But if she keeps going, keeps pursuing herself, clearly she's passionate about what she does. She does like what she does, and that's a good thing. You know, not a lot of people can say that about what they do for work these days, but just power through. It'll work out in the end. Just power through.
Yeah,
it's the shortest way I know how to put it.
I do see with the what you call it, the Chariot. It's about traveling and stuff like that. But I do see you are going to be traveling, but I don't think it's to like somewhere else. I think you're going to be changing career. And either you're getting put up with a higher pay rise or you're going to a new department. That's what I see. I hope that helps you. I blow my nose.
Yeah, it seems like she's fairly confident that we brought her some good news with that.
Right, I'll do one more card reading and then we'll move to the the space cards, the aliens and dudes. So who is next, guys? With MB0604. Okay, that'll do. Sounds great. Thank you. You're very welcome. So who do we have left for a reading before we jump on to the next person?
Let's see. Anybody want to take a turn?
Does anybody want a card? Me, if we'll give Iron Firehorse a card.
All right, Iron Firehorse.
Iron Firehorse. Give it a double, my triple tap for you. The spirits beyond. Come with me. Come with me. I have to get it right, you know. It's Iron Firehorse, wouldn't it? Well, you'll have to wait. Michelle, I can't see the rest of her name. Michela. Is that Michela? Did I pronounce it right? Did I make it?
Michaela, I think.
Susan Jacobs. Just give us a sec, guys, because I'm going to the Iron Firehorse. She was first.
It's like, remember, ladies and gentlemen, we do multi-stream, so we kind of get a feed of like 20 different platforms all at once going.
It's going through my Ghost Squad channel. It's going through Bald and Bonkers. It's going through other YouTube channels. It's going through Facebook groups. It's going through Twitter. It's going through other locations.
Twitch.
Okay, I mean, it's just, we'll keep the show going a wee bit longer than that, I mean.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Iron Firehorse. What's going to happen to you today? Aliens have got to come and abduct you.
Yeah, at this point, I think we all willingly jump in the ships and just say, "Don't take me back."
Interesting, Iron Firehorse. You get the Ace of Cups. I feel that you're slowly, Iron, you're coming out of this depression that you're in, and you're about to relax into like a safety net of love. Now, I've been seeing lately, see when I do card readings for Iron Firehorse, I've been seeing someone coming into your life. Now, I see, I don't know, I'd see you're supported, right, with communication. I don't know if that's because we are supporting you because you come in every day, but I do see that there is somebody coming into your life. Oh, Iron Firehorse, did you have someone in the going we don't know?
Ooh.
Well, I'm going to change your mind now because you get the 9 of Swords, which is the Nightmare card.
Oh, you bastard.
The 9 of Swords is the Nightmare card where it puts hurt, dreams. Look, I'm going to say this. I do see a lot of disappointment in Iron Firehorse's life now, and loneliness and a feeling of guilt. Again, Iron Firehorse, you need to give up the guilt thing, right? It's not your fault, right? That's about to say that. The Knight of Wands in reverse. You have definitely got a desire for change. You want to get back out camping again. She does like camping and stuff like that. You need to get back up camping again. And I'm going to say this week, Tay, I want you, there is going to be a few things arise this week. Please do not get into any arguments because I think things could go wrong quite quickly. You've got the 3 Swords reversed. As I say, I feel that you're walking into clamor waters. You're headed for a better place. And it's got to change it. Your life's got to change really soon. Justice card. It's a good card, that. I feel like you're going to start getting a fair treatment for people. You're a very honest person. I'm going to say that don't worry about the ones that have done you bad in your life. Karma will get them. Right? And it's getting them the new. You'll be fine. I need you now to look back on what happened a couple of months ago. The Three of Cups reversed. I feel that you have had a lot of, you're headed for like joyfulness, right? I feel that if you get into this too quickly, this enjoyment that's coming up, it's going to end badly. I need you just to have like, I need you to take things slow, okay? Please take things slow. The Five of Swords, now that's usually run the other way for you and Farquhar, but today it's reversed. I do see a feud. I see a situation. And I see lawsuits. And that's the honest truth. I see like a lawsuit, a situation kind of thing. You don't believe me? That's what it says at the bottom. Lawsuit.
You can't really read the cards all that well when you put them out to the camera, Chris.
I know. But what I do see is there's going to be a problem. And that I came at Iron Fire Horses, like she does get quite emotional sometimes. She gets annoyed extremely easily. Right? Now, please don't argue end of this week. I tell you this the other day there when I did a card reading, because I've got a feeling it might cause more problems. Your last card is the Ace of Swords. Now, I see it foretell a fresh start. That you're definitely thinking about something. You're focused on something, and you are going to make significant progress, Firehorse. But I think you need to overcome hurdles first. You need to get past these hurdles in life. Dakota?
Absolutely. With the transition period that Iron Firehorse finds herself in, it wouldn't be I'm starting to stumble over my words. It would be understandable that if she, yeah, I know, right. It would be understandable if she did find herself under emotional turmoil,
Yeah.
but I've said it before and I'll say it again. Who isn't in a sort of transition period in their life right now where you're starting to realize maybe the people around you ain't exactly who they portray themselves as, things like that. It's going to probably get chaotic, but you're going to be all right.
So there you go, Iron Firehorse. I hope that's better for you. And I'll give you another reading tomorrow when I'm live. Now, was there somebody else that wanted a reading? Was there somebody on Facebook?
There was one off of Facebook, and we also have Susan Jacobs. Let's see here.
See, Dakota's my pimp. He gets me. So I'll do
only for this weekend. It's way too hot for the fluffy hat.
You got a pink Cadillac with the big suspension and all that kind of stuff. Big fluffy.
No, I have a gray Cadillac.
So is that Michelle? Before I mispronounce her name, Michelle, right?
If she goes to tell you, you're still gonna fuck it up 6 ways from Sunday.
Yeah, but that's her name, Michelle. Huh? Oh, get rid of that in the chat. That's one of the
spam.
Family. Do not click on anything like that.
Yeah, I imagine that's on the.
It'll be a wee Indian guy in a shack in India or something like that.
Yeah, don't. If anybody goes in the chats asking to be sent friend requests or follow them, just be careful. Because
I don't know who you think they are. They're scammers.
They're scammers and scalpers, depending on which platform you're on.
Yeah. I report them to Facebook after I ban them.
And not like Facebook actually does anything for it.
Oh no, they don't do anything now. If it was Twitter, it'd be a different story.
Michaela, see, I told you.
Michaela. Well, it doesn't say. Does it say that?
She's pronounced how it's pronounced it.
Where's my magnifying glass? I've got a magnifying glass. Look, I'm focusing on the psychic energies here.
Used to spell my siblings' names.
I'm sorry, I can't see the screen for here. It means me coming right up. Right, I'm old and depressed getting.
Oh, don't you start with that.
Don't you worry. He's taking me to Yellowstone. He says he's going to treat me to a night in a tent. Right, Michaela. Here we go. Let's see what your future. You know, when I'm doing this through the week and I mispronounce people's name, I was saying the video Dakota would give me a row right now. What?
Hey, we gotta treat the ladies right, man. That's all I'm saying. It's the basic gentleman thing to get the woman's name right.
I'm going to say this, Michaela. You get the King of Cups in reverse. Now, I'm going to say this. You're either holding a grudge or it's someone's holding a grudge against you. I see a bit of self-hatred and a self-pity and a bit of temperamental anger. I'm being truthful here. This is what I see, right? So we'll go to this one, but this one's a better one than that one because it's the Three of Cups. I mean, I do see joy in your life. I see celebration in your life. I see the three women raising their goblets. You know, they're happy. I see a relationship. Now, I don't know if this relationship has happened yet or it's about to happen, but I see people celebrating this relationship. The Empress. You've got quite a lot of passion. I'm going to say that. You do have a lot of like emotions, and you are a very beautiful soul inside. Now, what I'm going to say is this: you are headed for a happy life, but I do feel that you've got some stuff coming up in your life. You've got the Page of Pentacles. You have got the right attitude towards learning. You're quite down to earth, I'm going to say, but you do take things seriously. And I will say this: I think you're planning for your future. You're planning for your future, and you want to see what's happening there. See, that's interesting. I said the plan for the future because you're the Two of Wands, and I do see the beginning of success. You're planning for something. There's a decision-making progress about to happen for you, but only you can make this decision. Whatever this decision is, see how the guy's holding the world in his hand. There is a decision that you must make. The King of Wands in reverse. I feel that this is either the workplace or it's home life, but I do feel there's like a wee bit of a dictatorship going on. There's somebody running about you that's all they care about is like saving face. All they care about is like them. That's all they care about. Do not over succeed yourself. Do not go out your way to help these people. Okay? You get the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I feel there's a rash decision coming up. That's why I'm going to tell you the now. If you make any decisions this week or next week, please study them before you take this decision. The Five of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're getting to grips with like impulses in your life. I feel like you're freeing yourself for a certain type of behaviour. I do see some arguments, but you're not arguing as much. Whoever this person is, you're not arguing with them as much. The Four of Cups in reverse. You've got a oh God, here we go. I can't pronounce it. Dissatisfaction. Right, there we go. With something in your life. There's been an opportunity for a new start and a glimmer of hope in your life. Let me get one more card and then I'll hand you over to Dakota. Interesting. The Star. The Star is about reconnecting with one's soul divinely. I do see a bright future for you. And the dreams that you've been manifesting in your head are going to come true, but you have to work your way to them. Dakota, what's your opinion?
No, I think you got her on the spot, man. It does seem like, to me, she may be the type that has let her emotions affect her decisions previously. I'm not saying this has any active judgment, though I will be honest, based on your profile picture, you kind of look like a girl I know who broke her boyfriend's nose because he was kind of starting to get to be a dick to her. But, yeah. But Anyway, but that's a story for another time, as our dear old friend Mike would say.
So I hope that helps you. I really do.
Yeah. Anyway,
right. I think we should
next.
move. I think do you want to move on to these cards now, because I'm starting to get quite tired doing them, so we can start.
I was about to say we do have one more left.
Who's the last person left?
All right, that'd be Susan Jacobs.
Right, Susan. Here we go. I'm going to make Susan the last one with these cards, and then I'm going to move on to the Starseed Oracle cards. Here we go. You working tonight, Dakota?
Yeah. Back to the grind.
I bet you taste all the ice creams.
Ironically, I got to work frozen section tonight.
That's handy.
Yeah, especially for how hot it's been. Damn. I'm going to go to work and have a seatbelt imprinted on my shirt from all sweat. I don't have AC in my car.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It wanted me to go to 13, but we'll see what happens. Right, Susan, if I'm pronouncing your name right, you get the star in reverse. I do see a lot of self-confidence problems with you. You don't trust others. I feel sometimes you've got problems like trying to figure out what's real and what's not real. There's like maybe delusions going on. Again, this I have to be honest what I see, right? But this is what I see, Susan. You don't trust people. You do not trust people. But you get the 10 of Cups there. I mean, I do see there is an emotional connection, and there is a fulfillment of relationships, right? I mean, I do see that either you're in a relationship right now and it's going to be a happy one, or you're headed for a relationship right now. You're going to be happy. You're going to be happy in that. The Hermit in reverse. I feel like you're going to become careless a wee bit. I feel like you've got a wee bit of loneliness in your heart. Yeah, you've got loneliness in your heart. Quite a bit of loneliness in your heart. The Hanging Man. I feel there's a bit of lack of independent action in your life. I feel that there's been like bottlenecks in your life. I feel like you've sacrificed emotionally without respecting anything in return. What I mean is you've sacrificed a lot, but you've got nothing in return. The Two of Pentacles. I do see with this. I mean, I do see money problems. I feel that you've got money, but I feel that you have problems like juggling money. So like when you get money, you spend it really quickly. Mind you, this is what today and age is like. What is it going for? Like $5 for a loaf of bread or something, you know? You get the Tower in reverse. There's been a wee bit drama in your life. And I do see no matter how much you resist this change that's coming, you can't stop it. You can't stop this change. If you are like, I'm going to be totally honest here, if you ignore this change, you will pay the price in the end. You have to go with the flow. You get the King of Cups. I feel that there's passion. I feel that you've got quite a strong intuition. and you are a force to be reckoned with. I wouldn't like to piss you off. That's what I'm getting. You've got the 6 of Wands. I do see you have achieved success in your life, and you are a hard worker. Now, this could be like in the house, or it could be in working life, but I do see that you are a very hard worker, and I do see success. And again, this has got to sound crazy, but you have like followers, right? For instance, I feel that there's people that look up to you. You've maybe inspired some people round about you. That's what I'm getting. But you've got the 4 of Wands in reverse. I'm going to say this now. Imagine a foundation of a house, right? And you're the house. Under the foundations, I see cracks everywhere. Do you get me? I see you standing on a platform, and that platform has got very small cracks in it everywhere. And if you don't do something about those small cracks soon, the house is going to collapse. And I see it as a relationship. And it's the cracks are appearing between relationships. See this as a husband, wife, or it's boyfriend, girlfriend. It's a Daisy cracks. The Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave this with your last card. A Daisy with the Ace of Pentacles. You are going to have funds in your hands soon. Your future is very bright. And I do see you having finances in the future where you can basically chill out, you can sit back, and you don't need to worry about finances. So anyway, I'm going to hand you over to Dakota now. Dakota, what's your opinion, man?
I get the impression that Susan's been brought up with the mentality that you make people work for your trust. Whether that is because you dealt with a lot of trauma growing up, or perhaps sort of a military influence in there as well. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but being able to shift from that sort of mindset to just regular everyday situations can actually cause some strain on both yourself and relationships. Essentially, there may actually been certain opportunities in your life, whether work-related, relationships, things like that, that may have actually been strained because...
Look what she says.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, and that's a damn good reason. And that's a understandable reason right there.
Yeah.
I get it. Yep, my father, he was abusive in every sense of the term. He served in prison, has no chance of parole until I'm 40. I'm only 28, despite what he says. But not everyone is going to be that person that hurt you.
Yeah.
It's understandable that, especially for how long the situation's gone, that you're going to be a little hesitant to let new people in, but not everybody's that person.
No. You need to start trusting some people. You really do.
Take your time. Be patient with yourself. Don't try to rush it. You know, you're in a situation where you kind of have to learn to walk again, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. So anyway, Susan, come back again and get a card reading for me. I'm live every day on Ghost Squad Scotland and Bald and Bonkers. You can get some Bald and Bonkers too. Come back tomorrow if you want, if I can squeeze you into if there's not too many people in. Let's see what she says. I had no other relationships, so don't trust anyone. Yeah.
No, that's understandable. No one's gonna want to go through that again. If they do, you really got to question their sanity. Which some of these people that end up with the same guy, my God,
I know.
like, don't you learn your lesson? I'm trying to lighten the mood a little bit, but nevertheless, it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. Just friendships, and if something happens to evolve, and that person has built your trust, and you're able to let them in, see what happens. You never know.
Is there anybody else on Facebook or on... you're very welcome, Susan. Is there anybody on Facebook or YouTube that wants one more reading with the tarot cards before I put them away into their bag? and get the other cards out.
Right. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. Just because we have a delay in the chat when we see it.
That's my bad, guys, for putting my cards in. I think we're going to have to move to the... They're going in. They're in. They're in. What's that? Right, Dakota. Is Dakota froze, guys? He's back. We thought the aliens had came and took you again. Ah! Ladies and gentlemen, the aliens have took him. Pesky aliens, where you been? You've been away for 6 months.
No, I think my fucking Wi-Fi adapter's been beaten around by my cats.
I seen the cat run about. I thought you were growing a tail out your ear because I seen it flopping about.
Yeah.
Right, so these are
that's my Octavia.
So what we're going to do with the Starseed Oracle cards, guys, we'll do a few of these. I'm going to shuffle them, draw one, and then Dakota will tell you what you think, and then I'll read out the book or whatever. Unless you just want to unless today, instead of reading out the book, we'll put the book to the side, and we'll, so as we can get through quite a few people, I can take a card out and you can give them a reading for that. Right, let's do that instead of reading the book, because it takes about 10 minutes.
I don't know if we got anybody right now, but...
So, guys, does anybody want a Starseed Oracle card? These are Oracle cards. These tell you if you're a space alien or you're for the planet Zaron or for the place with the purple woman. Does anybody want one of these cards?
Oh.
Me,
Michaela wanting another go.
All right, here it is. Right, so these are Oracle cards. We'll let Dakota do some readings now because I'm still with the the gums with the cut the gums. It's really, really painful.
You can't only choose some ice or something to help kill the pain.
Oh, no, my face, taking painkillers. But it's getting better. But I have to go to the hospital and get knocked out to get the tooth out. I suppose that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Well, here, you pay for my plane ticket. I'll come knock you out so they can rip it up.
Is that because you have like $3,000 to get out here or something? I mean, it wouldn't be that long, but 22 hours in coach or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not that bad. I've had longer. I've had a 48-hour day because I spent like 24 of it in a plane.
Right.
When I went to Thailand.
Let's see where you go. That's interesting.
Ooh.
It is
Chris up real
the
quick.
great servicing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, soothing to love.
That is kind of pretty. I seriously got to get myself a deck of those.
Yeah,
I like those cards. They're pretty.
So Dakota will tell you what your card does.
I'm just trying to find the right words here. This does kind of tie in with your tarot reading earlier, that there's a sort of fighting between masculine and feminine sides of you. You know, and when I say that, I mean the generic. You associate masculinity. Being able to put up a fight when you need to, tough it out. That whereas the feminine, it tends to be the more caring, nurturing side, things like that. There's something that has either happened or is maybe going on in your eyes that makes you feel like you need to put up a front. This kind of description, vibe I'm getting. Honestly, the kind of vibe I'm getting right now kind of will associate me that you had strong male influences or rowdy older brothers that often wrestled with you growing up. And you kind of had to learn to fight back in that kind of situation. Not necessarily in any sort of domestic violence situation, but I see that there's I struggle to try to figure out how to balance which side of you to present when it comes to certain situations. This could be romantic relationships, work, friendships, family, perhaps all of the above in a way. When it comes to situations like that, it's often best just lead with the heart, especially where there's a lot of people in times of turmoil right now and they're not exactly sure which way is up because the world has been so chaotic. And I've always said, let's face it, the 2020s have shown us nothing is truly impossible.
That's interesting what she says. She was bullied at school. No.
That's Susan, not Michaela.
That's somebody else
unless we're talking to multiple personalities here.
Yeah. Maybe.
Hey, I'm not saying that's part of the ring. Just making a dumb joke. That's all. But I do sense that there is perhaps a bit of a worry going on with you, with whatever's going on, and perhaps it's not as warranted as you may feel. You may have an instability in your life, but just take a moment to breathe. Whatever it is that seems like it's kind of bothering you, maybe on a subconscious level even, you'll be all right. The world needs its pretty ladies. You're going to want to stick around for what's coming up.
There you go. So I hope that helps you. I really do hope that helps you. So I've been shuffling these cards. Who's next? Do you want to do Robin Cooper?
There someone else?
Robin Cooper, do you want an Oracle card? Oh no, there's the other one at the bottom. Who is it? It was
Well, what one you talk about?
Susan.
Oh, Susan.
Susan, do you want one of these cards?
Sure, let's go ahead and go for her.
Right. I've been shuffling these while you were doing the. See, there's a lot of folk that use these that I can that use them. They don't use the book, but I like to use the book now and again. So that's what I'll do.
That's a good start, Susan.
Interesting. I've never heard this card before. It is the Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song frequency of sound diving deep, and it is the sea and it's a whale.
Yeah, I can see where that may be coming in.
Why did my camera just turn off? That was weird, that.
Yeah, I was about to say, you just froze there for a sec.
It was weird, that.
The shortest way I know to explain this one, learn to tell your story, Susan. There's several others out there, young kids, even older people who are in very similar situations who have all convinced themselves that they need to isolate themselves from the world as a matter of self-defense, when in many ways that's the one thing that leads to more trouble. Learn to share your story. You may actually end up helping others. It's always been sort of a personal belief of mine when we're in situations where things got rough, where our we're basically our ability just to be able to make it from day to day is brought into question because things are so chaotic, and we're able to power through those days. That is because we're meant to try to help others, and the best way we know how to we can be able to help them is to damn scammer on Facebook. Sorry. Sorry. Squirrel moment. But nevertheless, when you're ready, share your story. And especially there's a lot of resources out there nowadays that make it easier than ever. Say if you ever wanted to write a book or help start up your own podcast, things like that, it's easier than ever to do it these days.
Mm-hmm.
Share your story. And as you go to share your story, you may actually find that it helps you be able to let people in, and you're going to have that natural bonding ground where you both dealt with very similar situations, and some very beautiful relationships can actually be fostered from that dynamic.
I'm just banning that
That
person.
unless the fucking Starseed card has some hidden insult in there, that just be fucking cruel.
That's that. Dealt with that.
I see.
Chris, there's another one. There's another
Okay.
one there. Jesus Christ, there's another one. What is it?
That Tamara Norbeck. What? What are you talking about?
Tamara Norbeck. I'm just reporting them to Facebook.
I think some of the Facebook messages just got bumped up again. Lillian Reader is the new one.
That's it. They're going.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It says sometimes.
That's it.
Same. It's like Trust Me says, I'm not judging. My younger sister did the same thing, and while the relationship itself wasn't too bad, she did end up having to go to the hospital because of a miscarried baby.
That's it.
She's okay now. You can probably hear the new little one screaming in the background because her mother's not feeding her dinner quick enough. But there you go.
Do you want to do one more card? Let's just check this. I just want to check.
Yeah, sure. Do we have another one?
Pick somebody.
I think Robin was wanting one.
Yeah, I'm just checking. There we go.
Oh.
Wait, that's the band, and then give it a
motorcycle gal. Oh, Lewis is wanting one.
Well,
ladies first, Lewis.
Do you want to? Your voice keeps going off crackly, and I've got a high pitched sound in my ear.
Yeah, my throat did just kind of a little bit.
Right, so I'll pick a card for you. Knowledge with that. Who is it? Rubelin.
Robin.
Robin.
Rubelin. Is that what you just said? Rubelin?
No, I never said that. I said Robin.
Ew.
Interesting. Going to be probed tonight. It's Hive Wraith. I can't pronounce that. Long for home, homesick to the stars.
Oh wait, we'll blow you up real quick.
You're homesick for the stars anyway. That's what it says.
Now, I'll admit right off the bat, this may be partially biased based on what I've seen so far from Robin, but I don't know, maybe that'll actually help it. But there's a bit of a longing for things to go back to the way they were. Back when times were easier, you felt at home. There was beauty in the sky when it comes to the stars. You felt at peace. But obviously, seeing what I've seen so far on the show right now, that's an understandable feeling with what you've gone through not too long ago. But just know that while things may not exactly be the same, eventually everyone gets returned back to the beginning at some point.
Yeah.
Everyone will return to the beginning at some point, and you never know. We do a lot about ghosts and aliens on this show. You never know. You never know. The ones you may be missing the most may be standing right next to you, and you just don't realize.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know. Maybe they'll be like my grandfather after he passed, and he would mess with everybody's hair just to let them know that he was still around.
Wait, you wouldn't have cared about that, would you?
No, because I could actually see him doing it.
Oh god.
No, it'd be weird. It was like all the ladies' hair, all of a sudden their hair would just pick up like this, like someone just picked up a pinch and just drop. And that was something my grandfather would always do. With me, it was more you go to take a drink out of a glass around him and he'd tip up the bottom just to try to get you to spill it on yourself.
So who's next? The Knowledge Within?
Sure. I think he was saying that Amanda was wanting one.
Let's see. The aliens
Is that your cover, Lewis?
That is. The aliens are coming tonight to take you away, Lewis. They're going to do terrible things to you involving metal items. But don't worry, Pete, for the naked Sonny the Naked Bigfoot, has got his paranormal lube ready. Right, here we go.
Oh, for the both of them. All right.
I think you're going to like this one.
Uh-oh.
You are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. You're not alone.
The ones you've been staring at with that telescope are looking back at you.
Yeah.
that's honestly the first that's the first thought that popped in my head. It's like, they know you're staring at them. They're staring at you back, Lewis. And for those of you who don't know, Lewis, he would always take out his fancy camera and take some real interesting shots of the moon and stuff like that. But no, there is, but in all seriousness, okay, maybe not so much, but yeah, Lewis has seen enough of this show to know, including the woman in her shower. Yeah.
Yep. There's a galactic purple woman out there on the moon. There's galactic purple women out there on the moon, and your eye was looking in through the bathroom one day. Terrible. Terrible.
But
same as the purple ones, State. Same as the purple ones.
But in all seriousness, it does seem like there may be someone who is trying to reach out to you. And like I said, it could very well be some of the things that you've seen. They're trying to establish a line of communication. It's just that they haven't quite figured out how to get through to you.
So this one's for Amanda, then the next one.
All right. Probably for the best, because that one was a little concerning.
Right. Lewis with his telescope. Aye. This is him speaking to his wife. I'm just going
to, Amanda, I'm just going to
take some pictures. I'm just going to take some pictures of the beautiful stars tonight. And she'll walk out on the veranda and say, why is the telescope pointed at the houses out there? Oh, that's me just aligning the optical lens just to make sure it's working fine.
The link between you guys to chat tonight is very interesting. Now just reading Lawrence's messages there.
Yeah. What do you mean, that the psychic energy? I can notice it tonight. It's weird.
Yeah, we're getting a bit more used to each other's flow right now, so that certainly does help.
Interesting, Amanda.
Uh-oh.
Child of the cosmos. Ooh. The intellect of the universe lies within you. The intelligence of the universe lies within you.
That's called woman's intuition, baby.
Right, so basically, basically, you've married an alien.
Lewis, that would not surprise me. But no. You have a natural intuition about you that has led you through most of your life's choices. And while you may have some hesitancy to listen to it most days, it has led you fairly far, and continuing to listen to that voice, you will be able to find a peaceful and fairly fulfilling life, which hopefully that works out to Lewis's favor.
Do 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 do. He's on his electric organ now. Outside, do 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 do. His wife's flashing the light, and all the big ship will come down.
Oh, if only, right?
So, is there anyone else? I hope that was okay for you. Is there anyone else want one more before we go, guys? Because it's getting very tiring.
I thought Lewis would like that one.
Lewis is into that kind of thing. He's right into the Canadian stuff, you know. He's the kind of person, if you take him in the spaceship for the film Alien, they would deliberately get infected. Take me!
For how skinny he is, people would probably just toss him first, just so they can get away.
Mm-hmm. I just envision Lewis running through the wilderness there, but an alien chasing after them. So, who is next, guys? It's that they said it's crazy because she has intuition in her gut every day.
That's called indigestion.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's yogurt for that. I'm just joking.
Right, is anybody else wanting a card, guys? It's the last card of the night. First in the bottom says it. First gets it. You've got to the T minus 10, 9, 8, 7,
6, 5, 4. Is that a cue, Lawrence?
3. Right, we'll give one for you then.
Oh, yeah, then
right.
That's definitely.
Don't you worry. I'll make sure I pick the card with the 15 devils and the upside down crucifix for you.
Hey, you never know. There could be a race out there that does look like devils.
But they are. I wonder if they're horn there or not.
Well, there is the Dorsey. They do kind of have like a weird crest to their skull. But anyway,
right,
I don't think you want to deal with them. They eat people.
I can't pronounce this. It's a long one. It's the curious. I think it's Curious Pony.
Huh?
Manufactured unique nature. Let yourself be seen. I'll hold it up for you. There you go. Continuous or something. I can't read that. I'm too tired tonight.
The courageous.
That's it.
Phony? What?
His camera's all pixelated. It's P-E-O-N-Y.
Pony.
Right. Pony.
The curious
pony.
Pony.
Yeah, okay. You're into horses or that there, the lawns.
Doing it horsey style? Well. Get the bucking! No.
Don't you worry, Lawrence. We'll not say anything to your wife.
We'll just announce it on our podcast. It goes out to over 90,000.
Right when you go, I'm back up now. That.
God, I'm not sorry. I'm going to close the chat so I can focus.
Mm-hmm.
But
Lewis likes ponies too.
There is using the analogy of a horse, often pony, a fairly young horse. They're wanting to get into anything, just a typical childhood curiosity that often drives you into certain situations, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's very good to want to get out there, try to learn more. It probably what leads you to. I know you watch Elena and Danny Henderson and all that. It's what leads you down the course to where you're just wanting to learn more about the world, the way it works, and everything that lies underneath. And in doing so, you probably may feel like you go full speed ahead, much like a young child wanting to charge after their favorite relative or a new toy or something like that. Just simply using that as an analogy. Well, it would be wise to slow down, make sure you don't trip over yourself. I don't really see anything negative coming from this.
Yeah, you'll be
You're gonna
fine, Lawrence.
find a lot of new adventures coming from it, and who knows where it may lead you.
So there you go, Lawrence. I hope that resonates with you. You go to your bed tonight and dream about horses galloping through the fields. Then again, it could be a donkey. You could do that.
Hey, horses are beautiful animals.
Very intelligent. Very, very intelligent, you know. So, guys, no, Lewis, I'm drinking the cherry tonight. So, guys, I'll be live tomorrow for more readings during the day. You know, we should actually do this from time to time, Dakota, on Bald and
Yeah,
Bonkers.
I think so. One of the weekends, we don't have anybody lined up. We can just pull readings out of our butt.
Aye, there you go. Dakota's new
That'd be
talent,
interesting.
readings from his butt. You know.
Well, for how tall I am, that's all about how lucky.
Fine. We'll send Lewis in. We'll send Lewis in with one of the GoPros strapped to his head. Now, would you call it a
Oh,
torch?
he's skinny enough. He probably could.
Aye. So, do you have anything planned for this week, video wise? Any Dakota files or anything like that? Or...
No, there's some certain information that's come forward that it's going to require a lot more of my attention. That will definitely make things very interesting if it pans out, but it's probably going to get a little gruesome.
You've been probing again. I've always wondered, why do they do that? Why do they probe? Yeah, aliens.
I told you
Why?
that.
I can't
Part of it is made up stories, but there is also a form of artificial insemination where you can stimulate up there, and it's not used in humans a lot, but it can be done. There
So
is
there
a
you go,
legit
Dodge.
medical
Lock your
practice
doors
behind it.
tonight. Lock your doors, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. Alan, if you're watching this, lock your doors. We don't want aliens coming to probe you. You know?
Yeah, he's saying lock your doors, yet they can move you through walls.
I know it's like it kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? It's kind of bug up that way.
Bit, man. A little bit.
They should go to sleep with a chastity belt on.
I'm sure they can figure out how to get that off too.
I don't know. I don't know. You know?
Oh,
Lewis will be back outside tonight. Lewis will be back up tonight going, oh, look at
that. Oh, look at that. It's Uranus.
Aye, he's looking at Uranus. See, you've been telling about that. It's in the big white spot.
I believe that's called a polyp, and you should probably get that checked with your physician.
You'll be fine, Lewis. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
It's better to be checked than sorry.
I've had that, by the way. I've had the camera. It was like journey to the centre of the earth. I'm serious. Oh, God. I was like, imagine somebody getting a garden hose with a huge attachment on it and then just put it up.
Dude, I'm already clenching at the fact that I have to get that done early because of my family history.
Oh, look, I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't hurt a bit. It's the stuff they give you to clean you out, which is quite bad. Because they give you have to drink like a pint of this stuff, and you drink it and you're sitting there and you're thinking, it's not making me go to the toilet, it's not making me go to the toilet, but then it begins. You ever seen what's that movie when they get the priest in, there's flies on the window and that? Was it? It's no The Haunting. Was it Amityville Horror? We see how the fireplace makes weird noises. That's what your stomach makes. That's what it starts to make. And then you're fucked, guys. You're stuck in the toilet for about 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to check in that because of my pancreatitis. Now that I think about it, but
you'll be fine.
That's another story for another time.
You'll be fine.
We'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
Yeah, you could maybe film it. You can make yourself famous. Journey to the center of the earth. You know.
Yeah, just watch to go shove that camera up there and they find an implant.
I actually know
Oh, dear
someone
God.
that went to it, and the hospital actually gave them a recording, a DVD recording it.
They they did that with my grandfather.
Aye, and then they used to watch it. The two of them would sit and watch it at night. They would have friends round to watch it. Because I remember getting them telling me about it, and I says, "What is it, Journey to the Centre of the Earth?"
Well, my grandfather died from colon cancer, so that it would be
Mm.
a little bit more depressing on my end.
You know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you tomorrow for my usual live, 2:30, 3 p.m. GMT. Dakota will be going up to the aliens tonight to see his wife and stuff like that, and they do it, and getting up to strange things that he shouldn't be doing.
Hey, how do you think I ended up with 4 kids up there?
A lot of free time and a lock in the door.
No locks on the door can pull back that woman.
Hey, questions. See, the aliens, do they have beds like we have, or do they just stand up in corners?
There's beds.
Aye, because I've heard that some cultures, aliens, they don't have beds, they'll just like stand or something and go to sleep.
It really depends on the species, yes, but the human ones, yes, they have beds.
Hmm.
Fairly comfy ones too.
There you go. There you go. Knowledge within Lewis. They have beds.
It's like a mix between memory foam and a water bed. It feels weird, but it feels you get awesome sleep. Though I don't really get to sleep much on it.
Up to no good. Up to no good. Doing strange things in the night. Yeah. But everybody, we'll catch you later. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you next week. I'll see you tomorrow for a card reading. And if you see Dakota in your dreams, don't worry. In fact, I would worry because it usually means you've got to experience
We
something.
come in peace.
Aye. Usually carrying something. Catch you later, everybody. Have a fantastic night. Bye.
Yep. Much love. Take care. See you next time. And don't forget Chris's OnlyFans.